Hey everyone, it's Miss Griffin here, and today we will be talking about compound words. It is week 9, day 2. So right now I'm going to go ahead and tell you all the materials that you're going to need. All you're going to need is a pencil and a sheet of paper. So you can go ahead and pause the video and go get that now. All right, let's get started. Let's start with our learning objectives. First, we will decode compound words. You will recognize the two or more words in compound words. And I will teach you how to look for familiar words in compound words. So first, let's start by explaining what a compound word is. A compound word is one whole word that is made up of two or more words put together. That is a compound word. For example, the word popcorn is a compound word. We have the word pop and we have the word corn. When we put those two words together, we get popcorn. Popcorn is an example of a compound word. So let's practice compound words right now on our own. We have these 3 compound words right here on the screen in front of us. We have clothespin, railroad, and moonlight. So what I want you to do now is take a quick pause the video, and look at each of these words and try to find some words that look familiar to you. So go ahead and pause the video and take a look. Are you back? Let's talk about it. So in the first word, clothespin, I noticed a familiar word. The first part of clothespin is clothes. Well, what are clothes? We know what clothes are. Clothes are the pieces of material that we put on every single day. Those are clothes. And the next part of the word is pen. And a pen is something that we use to attach something. Not the pen that we write with, but a pen that we use to attach something. So we know what clothes are, and we know what a pen is. So when we put that together, we get a pen that attaches clothing on something else. That's what a clothespin is. Now let's go down here to railroad. I see rail and an even more familiar word, road. And road is something that we drive on. And a rail is something that we use to guide us. So a railroad is something that has rails that guides a train. And because a train drives on a railroad. And the last word, we have moonlight. I see 2 familiar words there, moon and light. Moon is this big piece of rock in space that we see almost every night. That is the moon. And lights, it's just bright reflected lights. So we know what lights are and we know what the moon is. So when we put moon and light together, we get moonlight, which is light from the moon. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this chart of words, and we are going to discuss the relationship between the meaning of each compound word and the meanings of the words that make it up. So we have this chart here. We have basket and ball that make basketball. We have skate and board that makes skateboard. And we have baby and sitter, which makes babysitter. So right now, I want you to pause the video and look at these words and read them out loud on your own. Are you back? Let's break it down together. So remember what we said. A compound word is 2 words that come together to make one word. So let's start with basketball. We see the word basket and we see the word ball. Basket is something that is woven together that holds something. And ball, we all know what a ball is. A ball is an object that we use to play with. So if we have a basket, which is used to hold something, and we have a ball that is used for playing, basketball, that means that a basketball is a ball that you use that is supposed to be placed in a basket. Next, we have skateboard. We know what a skate is. A skate is an object that has wheels on it that you put on your feet and you can move around much faster. And a board is just usually a flat piece of material. So if we put skates on a board, if we put some wheels on a board, we get a skateboard. And lastly, a baby. We all know what a baby is. A baby is a little teeny tiny human, and a sitter is someone that watches over something. So if we have baby and sitter, we can imply that a babysitter is someone that watches babies. So here we have a chart of a bunch of compound words. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and look at each of these compound words and practice putting them together, and also looking at the two words that make up this compound word, and try to figure out what those words mean so you can have a better understanding of the compound word. So I'll do one with you. First, we have lifeguard. Life plus guard equals lifeguard. And we all know what a life is. A life is something that we all have. If you're alive, you have a life. And guard, that means to protect. So a lifeguard is someone that protects lives or saves lives. That is what a lifeguard is. So this is what I want you to do right now. So go ahead and look at each of these words and try to determine the meaning just from the two words that you had to put together. Are you back? Good job. I know you did a good job on these compound words. Now it's your turn. I want you to practice reading the compound words on the previous slide and complete the know it, show it in the taskbar. Once you're finished, turn it into your teacher. Have a great day and go Broncos.